Hello everybody and welcome back to another Wuthering Waves video. Today we're going to be checking out Yangyang Xuanling's Resonator Showcase and Combat Showcase. That's right, my friend. So I've gotten through the first like 2-ish hours of the story, and of course that there is actually a character trailer that coincides with this. Hopefully it doesn't spoil me on anything regarding to the story. I don't think it does. I mean, Kuro tends to actually, if anything, it's the opposite, is that they really want you to watch the trailer and then actually play the story, which is too bad sometimes. But I think this one's going to be okay. It is a start to a brand new region. We are having a return of a very, very important / famous character, of course, being the girl on the cover, which I mean, some 1.0 players might disagree, but she's my favorite. You guys know she's my profile picture, and she will never not be my profile picture inside the game. So yeah, I'm super duper excited. But just to let you guys know, after this video drops around evening time, we will continue with the story, so be sure to check that out live whenever we go ahead and do that. And otherwise, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, stay up to date with all these Wuthering Ways, and let's get started with the showcase itself. I've kind of already been playing her in game, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense for me to go to the combat showcase right away. We'll kind of leave it at the end because it's something I've just been doing daily. So let's look at the actual story. What's going on with you? And they don't even start with the Wuthering Waves logo, by the way. My goodness. It's Cristoforo. He's back. And bro is missing from Laha Roy. No, the ending dialogue doesn't count. Oh, Chiss is dead. Oh, Baish is dead. GG, bro. What are we seeing here, my friend?
Always felt this cannot be how this story ends.
Oh, is that a Fraxidus crow? What we got here? Probably can't be.
It was the dying of spring. Overthrax reawakened.
Are we looking at an alternative timeline? What is this? Like the one from the board game.
Cost. I should have stayed, but the streams beckoned, leading me across strange lands.
You going through Rover's journey? What? What's happening? Are we in Septimon now? We should be, right? No, this is yeah, this is
the heart of the storm.
Back to Xuanling.
Again, I found myself harboring an unworthy thought.
Like the Mengzhou.
Something close to an escapist fantasy. There is
So this is because she don't have her 2.0 powers. These guys are weak.
I could never forget.
Nope.
Paths were meant to cross here.
Interesting. Get him, Rover. Oh yeah, and they're still doing two protagonists even in the trailers, because that's confusing, by the way. It is for the audience, but that's great. What is it? You're talking from a director's perspective, but that's great. Nope, everything's getting stormy. Wow, they've done a great job of detailing the scars. That's awesome. And mostly like to keep within their ratings too. It's not the first time though. Wuthering Waves has already done a lot of minor injuries. What is it to make them look beat up?
You will find your path.
Oh my goodness, it's Mother Yangyang,
What exactly?
who is alive, or I don't know actually. And that's Suisui.
I just listen to my heart and do what it tells me to. If you search within,
Like taking over the Trade Commerce Guild.
My path, my wish, my
How Chui.
aspiration.
Elijah.
I thought I'd found
Genshin.
my place.
The Jinchi. Chisa. This is the last one. I missed it. I have to go back.
Wish to preserve these moments forever.
Oh, it's Jian. I was like, I wasn't green enough.
Aspire to become the wind that could carry you all. Yes.
I knew it. She's the Grand Architect.
Anything.
It's time. The bluebirds are here.
Then, if I must sacrifice everything, Even if this is my
1,000
ending,
fucking pigeons.
I will follow my path to its very end.
Okay, that's where it ends.
The
Interesting.
nightmare before dawn foretells an unchanging conclusion. Votary of the voice.
Votary of the voice.
Towards your true beginning.
What? Interesting. Okay, so they kind of dropped the timeline shenanigans. What is it, like halfway through the trailer? And they, of course, they gotta talk about, the new power up, right? That's very important. They should have added a little bit more of a fight scene, or like a big hit. That would have been nice. Outside of this is a very lore heavy trailer because, of course, Yangyang already exists in the game. You don't necessarily need to be taught who her character already is if you played the beta, which is where her real character is, or if you played, like, if you are to actually reading the voice lines. Yangyang is characterized quite literally as well as very, what people would perceive as generic. She's a very persistent person that has a lot of emotion. What is it? And this is mostly due in part because she literally has to feel it all the time, thanks to her resonance power via the streams. And it's a lot of fun because it's a fun, it doesn't need to be like the most out there character of all time. It's just that it's nice that she feels very strongly about a lot of things because she is always having those feelings like, come through to her, and she feels it so strongly. So that's fun. But what's interesting is that there is like this ending part where there is presumably either in the Gorges of Spirits where they're all walking, minus Baisha, she's technically not there, but presumably walking, doing a patrol, and then they find Rover, and then the nightmare before dawn foretells an unchanging conclusion. Votary of the voice, go forth. Now I don't know if Votary of the voice is something that has been said before, and I wonder if this is just an alternative timeline thing, because we have already played with the idea that there are alternative timelines in Wuthering Waves. There is some stuff where it's like, oh, it's the Somnowar, oh, it's this, oh, it's that. But I think as like a general thing, like stepping outside the lore, you can just kind of implicate that there is different timelines, because that was the entire gimmick of the game mode with the board game situation that nobody liked, by the way. But I thought it was okay, but it's a little clunky. But the big thing is that they had a lot of the major characters kind of spell out what life is while they were doing their life without Rover, and that's very, very important. And now it seems to be in this timeline, what is it? Yangyang obviously nowhere near as strong as Rover, but not by fault. It's just it's competing with God. My bad, bro. She takes a journey that's very similar to him. She goes from Jinzhou, what is it? Overthrax awakens, wipes out probably like half the population. What is it? Including her friends. What is it? We've got fucking Overseer Bird here, and then she goes to Resonator. What is it? And then it continues on. It did lead her eventually to Mengzhou, which is interesting. They kind of skipped over Septimon. But yeah, this is really interesting that she ends up going on a similar journey. Now I think the one big thing for Yangyang is Homecoming, is that part of not necessarily because Mengzhou was bad, but more just like she felt that her abilities were better used on the front lines in war against in Jinzhou against Overthrax, so that's why she moved. And I think it's interesting because now it reties into her character, which I haven't played the story yet, but it's very implied that like she feels a little bad about leaving, what is it, the area, that potentially could have some, but they're handling themselves fine, so it's not a big deal. But clearly we're back in Mengzhou, things are not fine, so now she's doing this, which is neat. But yeah, I find it really interesting that there seems to be a genuine real connection, what is it, to why she is the first person you meet when you wake up, and she's going to continue to be the logo for the game. So it's very clear that the writers are aware that there should be something done with Yangyang in terms of like what this like larger plot, where this larger plot is. And I think having that being able to have that really wide connection to the world is interesting. The question is kind of what there's been the silly theories, like, now that the Grand Architect is revealed to just really be the ultimate fucking shapeshifter of all time, it's like, oh, it's actually the Grand Architect woke you up. It's actually Yangyang. But no, it's probably going to be something probably slightly more ethereal. I don't think they would do that to their cover character. They would probably do it to somebody else who matters a little less. But yeah, I think this was cool. I really wish they had a little bit more action towards the end, because that would have really sold it for me. But we can send 1,000 pigeons. That's a-okay. Let's take a look at the combat showcase as I wrap up my thoughts here about the entirety of this. Look at the animation. Kuro making an anime, by the way. It's in their 3D render style, which is fine. You know, expecting them to do it in this style is too much. Like, bro, that's like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Not even Mappa could afford, bro. Yep. There's Xuanfang Morden. Oh yeah, look at that. See, people can't even make jokes. It's like Kuro making anime already, bro. They kind of are. I mean, it's 3D, but they kind of are, man. I still gotta react to that trailer, by the way. I've kind of left it behind because they were not doing a good job of like putting out like specifically where it is. They like advertised it in the concert and then like they posted it on their channel like eventually, but it was like really confusing. Not that I was worried about like official stuff. It's more like, why did you do it like that, bro? Very nice 2D transition. Is this supposed to be your forte? They added the weapon animation. Keg W. There's your forte. Yeah, I'm like, that's ain't right. Yeah, I'm still very curious to see what her awakening moment is, and I hope they do it well, because this is really Yangyang's second chance at actually having a good story, which she did have in the beta, and then they just took it away from her because oops, we wanted to rewrite everything. So that's fun. Yeah, that was a cool comment showcase. But like I said, I've been watching this. I've been watching her play like every day, so I'm kind of already used to it. But yeah, I think that mostly wraps up my thoughts about Yangyang. I do wonder how they will implement this entire thing. There's a lot of things about origin and how Rover eventually gets to the point where they can like resurrect themselves a couple, like, you know, it's either Solaris 3 times or it's 100 times. Who fucking knows? But if Yangyang is always going to be the starter point for the journey, and then you know, for her own personal life, she needs to find you know, her stuff, you know, back home with her family. But yeah, that was a good trailer overall. I appreciated what is it, that this was more lore heavy, and it had some interesting dichotomy, digging into the corners of the Wuthering Ways universe. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out all the other content that we have on this channel. It's been a very busy month, but I'm gonna do my best to just keep going. Keep going, do what I need to, and deliver you guys live streams and, you know, fun stuff every so often. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.